Next up at UFC 299, we have the featured prelim of the evening. The main event for the undercard. We got a couple of heavyweights and a potential fraud check situation. We have Curtis Blaydes taking on Jailton Almeida. Curtis Blaydes, 17-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that knockout loss to, what the hell's his name?
Excuse me?
What was his name? The giant Russian who knocked him out.
Pavlovich?
Sergey Pavlovich. He's taking on Jailton Almeida, 20-2 overall, 5-0 in his last 5. He is riding a 15-fight win streak. I'm going to break this down the best I can. This is another one of those fights where the comments, the general tone on the internet, people are split like crazy. The actual general tone on the internet is, and at least this was the other day, because now Curtis Blaydes is a favorite. But you can see he opened as a pretty big dog here. And the other day, he was still trailing as a dog a little bit before it flipped. And the general tone on the internet was, hey, everybody, Curtis Blaydes is an underdog. Go bet your life savings on it. Spoiler alert, I do not agree with that point. On one hand, on its surface, you look at Curtis Blaydes, very big guy, very big for heavyweight, and he wrestles really well, and he wrestles like a welterweight. He averages 6 takedowns per fight. I believe he has the record for the most takedowns in heavyweight history. This guy's a non-stop wrestler. But I shouldn't be speaking present tense. I should be speaking past tense. He hasn't even attempted a takedown in almost 3 years. Hasn't even tried to shoot a takedown in 3 years. But his hands do deserve some credit. He's got some power. He's got some speed. He can strike. But he'll hang out a little too long and he'll get clipped, as he has. That fight against Chris Daukaus, well, he doubled his strikes in the first round, knocked him out clean in the second, 0 takedown attempts. And that was the beginning of the end, if you will. That's when he was like, I don't need to take these people down. That's too much work. I can strike with them. And then Sergey Pavlovich just absolutely laid him out. The whole world was like, hey, if Curtis is going to win this fight, he's going to need to wrestle. Didn't even look at the dude's legs, let alone attempt a takedown, and he got knocked out cold. Last little fact here, anybody who has tried to take down Curtis Blaydes has taken down Curtis Blaydes. 33% takedown defense. He has been taken down by some guy, you've never heard of his name, and then Alexander Volkov. Others have not tried to take him down. And this is going to be a different fight because Jailton Almeida is going to try to take him down. This guy's a savage. He, as of so far, or as of yet in the UFC, he has not looked like a human being. People want to disparage him because he didn't put away the giant, dangerous Derek Lewis, and then people want to defend him not putting away Derek Lewis by saying, well, that was his game plan. He said all week, he told his coaches, watch, I'm going to go 5 rounds. I don't know if I believe any of that stuff, but what I do know is, yeah, he didn't finish Derek Lewis, but he took Derek down 6 times with 21 minutes of control, which tells you, A, he'll get the takedowns whenever he wants them, and then B, he can keep you on the ground when he gets you there. Jailton Almeida is a freak. He's big, he's strong, he's not the bigger guy in this matchup, but I don't think it matters because I don't think Curtis Blaydes' defense is nearly as good as his wrestling offense, and we haven't even seen him use that. I think Jailton Almeida comes in here, shoots a takedown within the first 30 seconds, gets it to the ground, and then wins this fight. Curtis Blaydes off his back is going to be just as clueless as Derek Lewis was. Just as clueless as Derek Lewis was. The difference is Derek Lewis has that one punch knock you out at any moment type power. Curtis Blaydes doesn't. Obviously, he's knocked some people out, but not anyone wherever he wants. I'm on the Jailton Almeida side, and the only reason I have not bet it yet is I want to see how big of a dog he can get because, man, there's a lot of people that love Blaydes here. It's just not me. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I've said for a long time that Jailton Almeida is fraudulent. I've never thought that he was that good. He had success. He's a 205er, and he came up, had some success at heavyweight wrestling these people that have no idea how to wrestle, and he thought, oh, this is easy. I think he even had a quote like, oh, I'll just stay at heavyweight and just wrestle these guys until I can't do it anymore. And he's had success all the way up to this point, and he's never really evolved the game, right? It's a little bit of striking, but everything is just a nice dive into the legs, and he's powerful enough, and he's strong enough, he has athletic enough to get these guys off the feet that don't know what they're doing in the wrestling, in the grappling. Curtis Blaydes, I know that he has been taken down before versus other heavyweights, but these are big dudes that are taking this dude down. Curtis Blaydes on fight night is probably going to have a fucking 40-pound weight advantage. And there's a reason why weight classes exist, because when people are equal in weight, it's typically the heavier person that's going to have the advantage in those exchanges. Me and Angelo are very even when it comes to wrestling, and grappling, but the guy outweighed me by 150 pounds. That's why I was losing wrestling and grappling exchanges. I believe that if Curtis Blaydes stick to this game plan that he is talking about, which is sprawl, brawl, get out of there, just defend the takedowns and try to take this dude's head off, he can have success. But Curtis Blaydes is a tough dude to trust. People want to talk about the chin. I'm not worried about the chin against Jailton Almeida unless he lands the front kick. He's been knocked out by the three hardest hitters in maybe UFC history. So he has been knocked out, but those are some hard-hitting motherfuckers, and Jailton just doesn't have that type of power or striking in his hands. And I actually like the fact, you mentioned that Derek Lewis had the power to knock out Jailton and didn't do it. I actually like the fact that Curtis Blaydes is more of a technical boxer because he can kind of keep him at range and pump that jab out and keep something out in front of Jailton to deter him from taking a good shot. And when he takes a shot, it should be a worse shot that Curtis Blaydes should be able to defend. But, at some point, I still think Curtis Blaydes might shoot a takedown for whatever reason. And if he does go to the ground at all, Jailton is strong and big enough that he probably can sweep this guy. If Curtis Blaydes' game plan was to wrestle and try to control this guy for 15 minutes, I probably wouldn't like it as much. I like that he's talking about, I'm not going to engage in the grappling. Let me just try to box this guy. But he is a hard guy to trust. I loved the value when it was like plus 180 before the first time they were supposed to fight, or like the opening odds on this of plus 160. But even money, Blaydes as a favorite, no thank you. I actually have money on the Jailton side a little bit. But Curtis Blaydes is going to be my pick just because I think Jailton's a little bit fraudulent. But
yeah, I obviously am on the other side there. I just think it's people are still, even in this live chat. First of all, there's 530 of you. Thank you all very much for being here. It is late on a Tuesday, and we genuinely appreciate you. Yeah, and subscribe. But I am still seeing in the live chat, but Blaydes is a wrestler. Blaydes is a wrestler. He hasn't wrestled in 3 years. He hasn't shot a single takedown in 3 years, not one. And people who have tried to take him down can. It is a very different thing defending a takedown and getting one. You, Jacob, want to be like, oh, Jailton was taken down light heavyweights, went up to heavyweight, nobody can wrestle, so he's going to do that there. That's the same. You could say the exact same thing about Curtis. Yeah, he's had success wrestling because nobody at heavyweight wrestles. So yeah, he took him down very easily. And then he starts fighting Curtis the better guys in the division.
Yeah, Curtis isn't the one that's trying to wrestle here. Jailton is.
But I'm talking about the people commenting, but Curtis is a wrestler. But Curtis is a wrestler. He doesn't wrestle anymore. And I don't think he's going to be able to defend these I don't think he's going to be able to defend.
If Jailton doesn't get the fucking takedowns, it's going to look like it's going to look like that Shamil fight very, very fast. It's going to be that Curtis Blaydes jab, boom, boom. I agree. Curtis is a way better striker.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I just think Jailton is going to get the takedown. Like, it's very different defending a takedown. Curtis Blaydes has proven that he can't defend takedowns.
He doesn't set him up. Other people can set stuff up because they're worried about the striking. He's getting taken down by people that can also strike. Jailton
throw me a bet openly bet here. You get minus 104. I get plus 104.
I'm not betting on Curtis Blaydes. Oh, yeah, you want to talk about you being a fucking pussy? I tried to put $350 on Biggie Boy last week, and you sat here on your fucking
I already
hands.
had 100 on him.
You talked all this shit. Biggie Boy sucks. You go, blah, blah, blah. I put it in the fuck. I made the bet and sent it to you. $350 on Biggie Boy. That would have paid me $700 fucking dollars, and you sat on your fucking hands, fat boy.
What I do remember is I took $500 of your dollars just 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and then the next fight, I'm actually on the winning streak because I had Royval. I won $350 on Royval. So,
what's 500 minus 350?
I won the last bet we placed, and then you pussed out last week.
I'm trying to remember what 500 minus 350 is. Yeah. I'll figure it out. $8,000 in DraftKings, $8,200 in DraftKings. I agree with Jacob that if Jailton doesn't get the takedowns, he's screwed. He's screwed. And I agree he will look exactly like Shamil Gaziev. If he doesn't get the take, he'll be exhausted, picking up a leg and looking like a complete bum. I agree with every single one of those things. But he did not get exhausted against Derek Lewis. 21 minutes of control time, 25-minute fight. Did not get tired.
He was tired. Derek was just a little bit more tired. I mean, Derek Lewis in those, he had hit some fucking sweeps that he shouldn't. It was just... because Jailton was tired. Just Derek Lewis a little bit more tired.
Either way, I am on the Jailton side, but if you want to go Curtis Blaydes and you believe in that, by all means, go for it. I think $8,200 in DraftKings makes sense if you're on the Blaydes side, and $8,000 makes sense if you're on the Almeida side. Whoever wins should score really well. Jailton should get the takedowns and the control, potentially a finish. Curtis Blaydes could stuff a few takedowns and blast Jailton Almeida. We have not seen him take shots yet. We just haven't. Because he has been so dominant.
No, he got hit by who was the Russian that he fought? It wasn't Olenek.
2 fights ago.
But because they were expecting, because everyone knew he threw a front kick right into a blast double, and that front kick came, and he just sat on the right hand, and Jailton did eat it, but you don't want to keep doing that.
No, 100%. So if you do want to unlock the picks, the bets, the round line leans, and more, sounds like Jakey Boy has a bet on this fight. You can do that at WeWantPicks.com. Just click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10 for an entire month. That's going to get you 4 events worth of information for that $10. I don't know what you're waiting for. And we do have a $10 super chat from the Bookie Bully. Said the Salamander ducking bet openly now. Wow, times have changed. It is embarrassing. Sugar 50 to 45 Cheeto, by the way. So Bookie Bully, thank you for the 10 spot, and he is squarely on the Sean O'Malley fight.
Fuck you, Bookie Bully. Piece of shit.
Part of that premium membership will get you access to the Safety Parlay. The Safety Parlay continues to be a resounding success. Of course, we're going to miss some here and there, but it does hit at a 71% event win rate. In pay-per-views specifically, I've hit the last 5 pay-per-views in a row with over 5 units of net profit, which means you more than doubled your money just on the Safety Parlay in the last 5 pay-per-view events. I have hit 9 of the last 11 parlays, and it hits at a 29% lifetime ROI. You can unlock that. Premium membership, WeWantPicks.com. And if you want 50, we'll send you 50. Just go to WeWantPicks.com/bet, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you. It's affiliate marketing. They're going to pay us, and then we are going to slice off some of that money and pay you.